Time now for the Daily Answer, sponsored by Salem Surround on The Answer Now TV.
It's really hard to keep up, isn't it? Here we are Monday, and let's just keep track, shall we? The week started last week. All this winning began, this wave of winning with the UK trade deal, the first one that was announced. But of course, even more massive is a trade agreement with China. An agreement that leaves the Trump critics just completely befuddled. Look at the headline over here, Mediaite. Trump administration and China agree to slash tariffs in shocking trade war truce. It's shocking. You mean Trump delivered what he promised he would deliver? 90-day pause in this trade war. It's Mediaite describes it as a sudden thaw in relations that slashes reciprocal tariffs by 115%. Check out the stock market today. Soaring. Now, the Trump haters a couple of weeks ago said the stock market's a key indicator of what the economy is doing, and Trump is destroying the economy. Look at the stock market. Well, look at the stock market today. Now what are you going to say, you minor birds? Now what are you going to squawk about? Let's look at what Trump accomplished over Mother's Day weekend. A China trade deal, release of the American hostage, a ceasefire between India and Pakistan, which was totally brokered by us, the United States of America. Even a ceasefire with the Houthis. What are the Democrats doing? They're storming the ICE facility in New Jersey. This New Jersey mayor was arrested for trespassing. You got members of Congress. That one woman, the Democrat congresswoman wearing the red, she laid hands on law enforcement. There are people that did a lot less than that on January 6th who spent a lot of time in jail. So what's going to happen to these Democrat degenerates who decided to stage a photo op and assault law enforcement? It's a big deal. Look, they kept saying, no one's above the law, Donald Trump. No one's above the... Okay, no one's above the law. Looks like there's going to be some more arrests coming. Here's the DHS spokesperson, Tricia McLaughlin, cut number 4, talking about what's going to happen as a result of the evidence that shows Democrats were committing crimes against law enforcement at this ICE facility in New Jersey.
We should let viewers know there will likely be more arrests coming. We actually have body camera footage of some of these members of Congress assaulting our ICE enforcement officers, including body slamming a female ICE officer. So we will be showing that to viewers very shortly.
You say a video of members of Congress body slamming ICE
That's correct.
officials?
That's correct, sir. It's disgusting.
Okay, and so if you have that video, are you suggesting that members of Congress will be arrested who were there yesterday?
This is an ongoing investigation, and that is definitely on the table.
Who has the video?
ICE does, and we will be releasing that very shortly.
Okay.
Look, did you hear the CNN anchor? That was a guy on CNN shocked. Body slamming? Uh-oh. Now, honest question. I don't care if you're a Republican or a Democrat. If Democrats assaulted law enforcement at the ICE facility, should they be arrested? Even if they're a member of Congress? You think if you're a member of Congress, you get to assault law enforcement? Check out Congressman McCall from Texas and what he had to say about the prospect of arresting members of Congress who happen to be on the Democrat side of the aisle.
Should ICE be arresting or even threatening to arrest members of Congress?
I mean, that's obviously a very drastic move. I would only do that if they were complicit with a crime. I don't know all the facts behind this. If they were just visiting a detention center, I've done that many times. If they're disrupting law enforcement, that's another question. So, we can peacefully protest in this country, but you cannot be complicit with gang violence against our law enforcement. And I think perhaps that's what it comes down to. I'm glad I saw that clip in total here on Salem News Channel,
because the headline was making Mike McCall out to be pushing back against the prospect. Oh, Republican congressman says that's a drastic move. Yeah, but he's not condemning it. He's saying if members of Congress broke the law, they have to be held accountable. What a time to be alive, huh? Meanwhile, what's the current Democrat agenda? Trump signed an executive order before hopping on a plane for Saudi Arabia this morning, lowering drug prices, lowering prescription costs for seniors and middle-class Americans. Trump announced to great fanfare this trade agreement with China. What do the Democrats have? Higher prescription drug prices? Look at the Democrat agenda today. Funding forever wars, hating Doge and Elon Musk, turning a blind eye to waste and fraud, freeing violent gang members from prisons. That's today's Democrat agenda. Check out the Trump agenda. Listen to what he said about the Great Reset. And this is a great reset. This is part of the art of the deal. This is what Trump does. He's a master negotiator. They hate it about him, but it's who he is, and what he said today confirms it.
In addition, yesterday we achieved a total reset with China after productive talks in Geneva. Both sides now agreed to reduce the tariffs imposed after April 2nd to 10% for 90 days as negotiators continue on the larger structural issues. And I want to tell you that a couple of things. First of all, that doesn't include the tariffs that are already on, that are our tariffs, and it doesn't include tariffs on cars, steel, aluminum, things such as that, or tariffs that may be imposed on pharmaceuticals, because we want to bring the pharmaceutical businesses back to the United States, and they're already starting to come back now based on tariffs.
Now, look, I can't speak for you. I'll speak for myself. I voted for this. What we're seeing today is what I voted for on November 4th. 4th or 5th? Was it the 4th or the 5th? I've lost track. I voted for this. This is what winning looks like, feels like, tastes like. And Trump's got a lot of obstacles ahead of him. Got a lot of potholes to cross. A lot of choppy waters. But this guy has a chance to truly make America great again. Welcome in, 14 past the hour in the Relief Factor studios for a big, big Monday. Mondays never felt this great, huh? From the whole weekend. My gosh, China, India, Pakistan, prescription drugs. And what have they got? Qatar and the plane. I don't even want to insult this audience by spending 1 minute on the plane that the Qatar is gifting to the United States of America to replace the 40-year-old 747 called Air Force One that the president travels on. And they're all hysterical. They're lighting their hair on fire over Qatar's gift to the U.S. That's all they got. That's all they got. On November 5th, we made a decision. We rolled the dice. We rejected all the lawfare. We rejected everything they tried to do. And we said, let's give this guy another chance. Let's give him another shot. And he is not disappointing. 800-655-MIKE. I hope you join us here on the Mike Gallagher Show a little bit later this hour. All kinds of stuff we got. Property taxes. I want to tackle this. It's a tough issue, but it shouldn't be. You know what's tough about it? We just accept it. We accept that we should pay property taxes on property that we own outright. You've spent your whole life paying off your house, but you haven't really paid off your house because you're going to have to pay the government for the rest of your whole entire family's existence. Whoever owns your home is going to have to pay property taxes. And red state governors are starting to take a real close look at getting rid of it altogether.
For full shows, live and on demand, it's Salem News Channel. Stay informed anytime, anywhere with the Salem News Channel and 9:30 a.m. TheAnswer.com. This has been The Daily Answer, sponsored by Salem Surround on The Answer Now TV.